I'm back again with another video. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like, comment, subscribe. And today I'm gonna try to give y'all the best overall Ultimate Edition tutorial for Assetto Corsa no HESI. I've been getting a lot of comments recently about people being confused and this being the worst tutorial and people not understanding and being too complicated. So we're just gonna try to give y'all one. It might end up being a long video, but we're gonna try to give y'all one video to put everything to bed and let y'all know. At this point, I'm gonna let y'all know everything I know about Assetto Corsa. So first we're gonna get into everything you have to download and we're gonna clarify it. In my opinion, yes, you do need the full Ultimate Edition of Assetto Corsa. That's the game and all DLCs. You need all DLCs to play every single Assetto Corsa server. Now, things have changed over the years and they do have servers now where you don't need the DLC cars and they just use the regular Kunos cars. But to play every server, the ones you see your favorite streamers playing, your favorite TikTokers playing, you're gonna need the DLC to play every server. And I can show you one right here. What does it say you need? Ultimate Edition / all DLCs required. Now it doesn't matter how you get it, if you have a key, if you buy it off Steam, as long as it's in your Steam library and you have all DLCs, you will be fine. So you're gonna need to download Assetto Corsa Ultimate Edition or download Assetto Corsa and download all DLCs. Secondly, you're gonna need to download Content Manager. Google this, it'll be the first link. This is what I'm using to open up Assetto Corsa. You will never open up Assetto Corsa using the game again. You will always use this secondary launcher. It's called Content Manager. Download that, and that's where everything is centralized. You also need to download Soul, which is for your weather end game. Once you start playing your weather, you can use Soul or Pure, but for beginners, I would recommend using Soul. And along with that, you want to download Custom Shaders Patch or CSP. Download CSP and Soul from the internet, or you can go to a Discord server, and most Discord servers have links to these things. You see what I'm saying? So if you can't find something, go to the server that you want to play on and then download it from there. So now that we have Assetto Corsa, we have Content Manager, we have Soul, and we have CSP. Next, what you want to download is a PP filter or a post-processing filter, which is going to be your graphics and everything. That's going to be how things look, which if I go over here, wrong menu. If I go over here, post-processing filter, these are also my settings for my graphics. I have a 3060. In my settings, I play everything maximum, high, very high. You can look through it. A bunch of post-processing filters, but I use Exquisite Pure. Exquisite Pure is paid, so you have to go on Patreon and do things of that sort. You open up Content Manager, you go to your settings in the top right. It should look like this. This is how you find your root folder for Assetto Corsa. So it's gonna tell you right here. I have mine Steam library on my D drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, Assetto Corsa. This path right here, you can follow to download and install anything manually. When you hear about manual installs, you're following this path right here. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? For everything you download and everything that's in Content Manager, all this stuff I have over here, all these tracks, see what I'm saying? All these cars, skins, everything I have over here is in a folder somewhere on your computer. It's in a root folder. So most things you can download and drag and drop them right into Assetto Corsa, and it'll pop up here with these three lines, and it'll be down here. These will turn green and it'll be down here. If you drag and drop something into Content Manager and it doesn't work, you have to keep the file zipped or however it came, the original file. If you drag and drop it into Content Manager and it doesn't work, you have to find the root folder. So for your first time, you can click this and click open. But I'm going to show you how to do this manually, so there's no more questions. Okay, I have mine right here because it's one of my most recent folders that I use all the time. So you want to go to whatever drive you have your Steam games on, Steam apps, common. This will be where your games are that you have downloaded. Assetto Corsa, content. That's the content in the game. Cars, tracks, weather, drivers, whatever you have. This up here will match what you have on 7-Zip. And that's something else you need to download now. Go download 7-Zip right here, this website. A lot of people think it might give you a virus or your computer says it's not safe. In my experience, 7-Zip has been 100% fine. Everybody uses 7-Zip. It's cool. If you don't like 7-Zip, you feel a type of way about it, go download WinRAR, but it might be a little harder for you. And we get back to this. So once you get here, Assetto Corsa content, you're in all your root folders. This is every single root folder. All my content is in here. Weather. See what I'm saying? It's all in here. Everything you see in the game is all in here. I have 1 million cars and they're all here named. I can find any car, who made it, etc., etc. So let's say, for instance, you download a car. Here's my car. You're going to left click 7-Zip, open archive, and I'm gonna go back to my root folder for cars, Assetto Corsa content cars. And then this is on another screen so y'all can't see it. This is my 7-Zip. The car is right here. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna grab the car and I'm gonna drag and drop into the blank space of my root folder. You can do this for all content, tracks, drivers, cars, just like this. You open it up in 7-Zip, click it, and drag it into this blank space over here, and it will copy. So now that you've downloaded everything you need and you have all the programs here, now you have to decide whether you are on wheel or are you on controller. At first I was playing on controller. The game was cool, but it wasn't as fun as it is on wheel. I'm not gonna lie, you need to get a script. You need to get a wheel script or a controller script. And what I mean by a script is somebody's gonna send you a preset and send you their settings. Assetto Corsa, controls, and down here you will have scripts. You see what I'm saying? These are the ones I've loaded, and these are built-in scripts. Default settings are not what you want to use. Now these are mine. I'm not hiding anything. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all everything I know about Assetto Corsa to put everything to bed. I want to give y'all the knowledge, let y'all play, let y'all have fun. Feel me? So I have a script somebody sent me. I installed it. It changes all your settings and everything's good. So now you're at the point where you're ready to join the game for the first time. You're not ready to play yet completely, but you're ready to join in the server and see what you're missing, see what you're not missing, see how you like things. I told you everything you need to download it and how to download it and then where to place it after you download it. If you are confused, just go back and slow it down and you'll understand what I'm saying. Big tip throughout this video will be everything you cannot drag and drop in Content Manager has to find a root folder. Big tip. So you come over here, drive, online, and these are my favorites. I play a lot of servers, so my favorites list is kind of long, but you can search up servers. You can just scroll through and find anything you want to, alphabetical order. However you want to find a server. If you find it through Discord, you want to find a server. This is no HESI. This is probably the biggest no HESI Assetto Corsa servers out there. You want to find a server and you want to come over here and pick a car. Now, if you cannot join, if this green button down here that says join is not lit up green, it'll tell you up here at the top what you're missing. And now Content Manager has updated to where you can install missing content. See what I'm saying? I'm missing this map right here, track. It's gonna tell me what I'm missing. So if you cannot join the server, don't ask anybody else. It's gonna tell you what you're missing and why you can't play. Anything you're missing will be up here. Let's go to another one. MK Elite. You see what I'm saying? I'm missing a bunch of stuff, so now I can't join. But on no HESI servers, I'm not missing anything. I come over here, I click a car, and I hit join. And for your first time, it might take a second. Waiting for end of race. Also a tip, if you get right here and then it flips back and says race canceled, something is installed wrong. Failed to launch race. Game crash, cannot connect to remote server. This doesn't mean that you can't join, and I'm glad this happened. When I click out of here, you will see the car will disappear. This just means that somebody took the car before you could get it. There's only a certain amount of slots. So look, I'm gonna click close. And now that car that I was on is gray. Somebody took it. So that doesn't mean you can't join the server. That just means the car is gone. Now when you go to join down here, this will tell you what you're loading up. If these 3 bars in the left hand corner are not moving, it has frozen. Just exit, Alt F4, whatever you got to do. It'll tell you what you're loading up. So right now we're loading up the overload layout. Then it'll do the graphics, then it'll do the lights, and then it'll do cars. 1 out of however many cars is in this server. And this was my most recent comment that made me come make this video. I made one last year and it's my most viewed video, so shout out Cree Corvo. He said, this tutorial didn't teach shit. Where's the part where you teach us how to install everything you mentioned, like the patch or soul? Trying to figure out how to get these no HESI servers, and you're teaching me how to install custom content? Without the custom content, there is no HESI server. Everything is custom. SRP is a custom map. They all use custom cars. You need a custom link to join. Everything is custom. And once you know to install everything, either using Content Manager or, like I said, using the root folder that you can follow the path to, everything becomes easier. So next, these are just some things that I've installed for myself that changed the way the game looked. First, you're gonna want to download some NeckFX, custom shaders patch, NeckFX. Do not, if you don't know what every single one of these does, don't touch it. Just download a preset. I have a preset right here from the man himself. Shout out Pushing P servers, Privy. I have NeckFX from Privy and they work great. I haven't changed them since my first day of getting them. First person, when you're driving, you want to see how the car moves and everything you're doing in first person. Next, you want to download a chase camera, which is going to be right here. Everything is in custom shaders patch. You see how stuff is linking together? Feel me? I downloaded Kirby Cam. There's a bunch of other cams you can use. You don't have to use Kirby Cam. Go on YouTube and just look at some of the cameras and decide which one works best for you. Kirby Cam is my favorite because the camera stays still and the car moves side to side. The car spins around, not the camera going with it. It is paid. You do need a preview version of CSP, and the difference between a preview version and regular CSP is a preview version comes with rain. It's the most updated version at that time. So you come down here, rain effects. You won't have this right here. It'll be dark just like this one if you do not have a preview version of CSP. I didn't know this at first, and I would see fireworks on some of the maps and certain spots, and I would think it's random. You know what I'm saying? It's just on the timer, RNG. But you can come in here, custom shaders patch, scroll down, particles, FX, flames. You can see these are exhaust flames is what they're talking about. New flames, you want to have that active, but right under that is fireworks. This will be unchecked. You can click it and then come over here. I have it always active because my computer can handle it. Once you load in, it should look like this. Now these are your settings. You come right here to the wrench, lap time and all this stuff you don't need to worry about. You come right here to the wrench, you can change anything you want. Gear ratio, tires. I like to go 888s if the car has them, but if not, you know what I'm saying, if it's raining, you pick rain tires. But I like to go 888s. You can lower the car, suspension right here, height, left front, left right, rear front, rear right. You click this, you're ready to go. Now these are NeckFX. how I look forward and how everything looks. When you get advanced, you can click and look around. You can right click and look around the whole car. A lot of people didn't know you could do this, back seats and all. A lot of people didn't know you could do this. And then it snaps right back and you get to your wheel. The camera stays still and the car just moves. You see what I'm saying? And then it flips back around. That's why I love Kirby Cam. If you listen to everything I said in the tutorial, go through it once, go through it twice, you should be able to have your game looking just like mine.